Oh, we spent a lot of time talking about the ATS, and the plans are still out there and available for sale. Thank you everyone who's purchased them. Today we're going to get together with our friends from the local Aquarium Society and make our own frozen fish food. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button, like us on Facebook, and we sure appreciate all your support. So stay tuned and we'll get right to it here. So Uncle Zoolan organized this meeting, and he went out and bought a lot of stuff. We each paid $7 a pound in advance, so that to help out with the cost of this thing. So at any rate, Tim's got it all figured out. What's your secret, Tim?
The secret to the recipe is there is no recipe. You try to find some basic stuff that you like, that you use, and then you kind of use what you have laying around and what's on sale. I always throw in samples of fish food that I get from different shows, that kind of stuff. It's always good filler to add. Bulk frozen product from Gemco, very good place to buy if you're buying large quantities.
What's Gemco?
It's an online source. They do a lot of supplies for large fish facilities. You'll see a lot of packaging with funny writing on them because I buy most of my proteins from Asian markets. They seem to have by far the best price, and the quality also seems to be good.
Is this Asian market here?
Yeah, everything's Asian market. The shrimp, the squid, the scallops, and the octopus. The cod I actually got from the local grocery store here in town because they had a cod sale, and then as it ages it gets cheaper and cheaper until they just want to make it go away. And so I got a pretty good deal on that.
Oh, this is the... I can't read that. Daphnia?
Yep, so that's Daphnia. You can see we have a lot of Daphnia going in.
Holy cow.
A great base food source. It's high in proteins, high in nutrition. It is small enough that almost any fish can eat it, but it's big enough that the big fish still see it and eat it.
Yeah.
That's the problem you have sometimes with the super small stuff, is the big fish just ignore it.
What's this here?
Different krill. This krill just happens to be human eating krill from the Asian store.
What does that mean, human eating?
This stuff is this stuff is sold not for human consumption.
Oh, really?
Where these are sold as.
I wonder why.
It's the same thing. It's just some sort of the controls in the process, I'm sure.
Purification, maybe.
Yep, Arctic Easy Pods. And then Reef Caviar, which is capelin eggs. Had real good success with that, feeding both in mix and as a standalone food for my system.
Wow.
To give you an example on these scallops, they're $8 for base scallops at the Asian store. I went to the grocery store and they were, I want to say, $29.
Really?
So it makes a big difference to pick the places to get this stuff where the pricing is good.
Huh. That's really good. In a gross kind of way. It's like, all right. Die.
If you want to attract some raccoons, you can dump it in the yard.
Yeah, and that's the other thing too. I do all of mine now frozen in a food processor. I don't do any hand cut. We're gonna hand cut today just because my God, I get in there. And hand cutting is great if you need specific size pieces. If you have large fish and small fish and you want to keep some that are larger chunks, then doing it in the food processor is maybe not the best way to achieve that.
Get out of there. You don't want to eat that. Okay, you gotta freeze these bad boys because they don't chop very well.
Have a food processor that I got from, I think, my wife's grandmother when she passed. So it's basically a chainsaw with great motor in it, and I just pulverize everything in it. And I I can make a batch for myself now in probably 2 hours. And that'll last me 3-4. That what I thought were going to be huge chunks.
Really, but you're reading these comments.
That was funny.
Miss Sicardi. You gotta
I'll
come
take that
in.
as is, Gary.
You gotta come and do a new video, by the way.
Have your takes?
Take the next couple here and just 3 section each one.
Here, wait.
3 sections? Oh.
Hard ends, so we can get it all.
Oh, that is real gross.
Oh, but it's so nummy.
I'm telling you, that's the McDonald's special sauce
Okay.
right there.
What is the yellow stuff there again?
Don't know.
It's nutrition.
Oh,
Fish
Vita-Chem.
like it.
Okay.
Yeah. It looks like orange juice concentrate.
All right.
My fish love
All right, we're gonna try a 3-piece.
Not anymore.
Shake, Ryan.
Or did you mean 3 this way?
Oh, maybe.
It smells so lovely in here.
Who'd have thought the coffee?
Hey, look, it's clear.
Is that,
The
seems
only
like that's pretty
stuff
stiff
that's
to cut.
clear.
So we've got this thing set up with people who are doing the vitamins
You'll know if you
and
do.
I think we
extra additives. We've got some folks, lots of folks cutting up and chopping, and then we've got some folks with the food processor that are actually chopping it further down so that this becomes a pretty fine mash of goop here. We found that, you know, it's actually better when it's frozen. The food processor does a better job that way. You know, the slimy octopus you saw me putting in the snow would just, you know, get in that food processor and spin around and, you know, stick to the sides. So
empty.
we're just, you know, trying every method we can here to get this stuff chopped up as small as we can get it.
Yeah, we're gonna do the nori, but I gotta grind it. So actually, let's do this and then we'll start the nori.
So choppity chop, 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 chop. You know, that's a krill there. With the shrimp, we just cut the tails off and threw it in. This shrimp was frozen. It was pretty easy to get the tails off pretty quick. Put it in the food processor. Chopped up pretty well as long as it was frozen. You can see some other guys that are dicing that stuff up pretty tiny, and the reason is that shrimp was not frozen. So it was a whole heck of a lot harder to mess with. This is probably a, I don't know, 15-gallon bucket here, maybe 20 even. And we're just dumping the juice in.
Hey, get your hand in there. Scoop
Yeah,
it
now you gotta
all
get all
out.
the rest of that stuff out of there.
We have more to put in the bucket, right?
Go in there.
Get your hand in there. Nobody bend over.
You're gonna do it? All right.
Yeah, when I bought those, they said they can't guarantee they're waterproof.
So this is the fun part.
Which
here.
I couldn't really understand the whole purpose of having a glove if it's going to leak anyways, but maybe there's a point.
Make you feel better when you're
Yeah.
blowing up the ass end of a cow.
Let's say when you're
Yeah.
shoulder deep in a cow.
Is that what those are for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're AI
gloves.
Or if they're constipated.
Oh, I pulled a cow.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
a kaleidoscope. You know, I think I saw that at a rest stop once.
That looks,
It really smells good.
Yeah.
the place is starting to stink up pretty good. This is some rancid stuff. Anyway, we're ripping up all the nori, and then we found that with the nori, it's necessary
I'm fine
to
with those
throw a
things.
little of
Like
the
I say, we
goop
have
in
it
there
already.
in the food processor, and that gives it a little bit of moisture so that it chops up. Otherwise, the food processor really wasn't doing much. So you can see he's pulling
So we're
some
getting thick. guys?
nori goop out of there now because
We'll add water as we need
this
to.
last time around it worked pretty good.
Do we have an idea how much we're doing here?
Slop some in, I'll tell you.
You know, I'm not sure where they found this funnel. It has a real wide opening on it. It worked very well. So they're putting it into these vacuum seal bags here, And right now they're just kind of guessing on this one, this first one, and then we'll see, you know, what it weighs.
I didn't hear the bag weight, but I think we can accept the fact that. Oh! Wow!
2.5.
Almost 2.5 pounds, so we're a little heavy. Try vacuum sealing today to see if we can vac seal these instead of just putting them in Ziploc bag. It should hold much longer. What I do is I typically freeze it after I make it and then vac seal it, and it lasts. Cooking when you're cooking.
Oh, yes.
Prep it all and put it in the bag and we'll heat it in the bag.
Yeah,
Yeah. I guess that's what it is.
it's messy no matter what you do, probably.
Gary got me running away from you.
Unacceptable.
Gary had me running away from you. You gotta roll it further down.
Further down?
Yes.
Yeah, I need 15.
Yeah.
So I should try to.
Yeah.
That is a lot of slop there. So we got them all bagged up here, just about done anyways, and we've got about 40 some pounds. Here's the whole group, proud of their work, and boy, it was a stink going on there. So I just thought I'd show you Tim's aquarium here. This is the back side, and we'll move around to the front in a minute. So this is quite the system. I think he said it was 500 gallons. He's got the lights mounted up on some tracks here, and then he's got it hooked up to this, it looks kind of like a garage door opener, but it's a big, you know, DC motor that drives the lights up and down. It's pretty cool how that thing works. It's cool. So it looks like a plywood box that he just finished the inside on it, huh? That's the sump. No.
Wow. In time.
So he's got some pretty nice frags here in the sump, and then he's got a pretty nice LED light. You can see there's a fan there, and he's got some power management stuff. He's got a feeder on the sump. All in all, this is a pretty nice system. Pan over here, and you can see a skimmer in the corner, and then he's got a homemade ATS system here. Oh, looks kind of familiar, like maybe my plan. Maybe not, but it could be. Anyways, we'll see if we can get Tim to talk about his tank here.
The stuff takes up so much more room.
What do you dose with?
Just a calcium reactor.
Okay. I seen you had 2-part there too.
Yeah, I was doing 2-part. I don't pay a lot of attention to it. I check it every couple of weeks, and I'll use 2-part to adjust it if I have to. I really haven't had a lot of need to dose until I put in the new sticks from Langer. I'm trying to be a little more careful now that I'm having to watch his stuff. But the big plates were from him too, and they just took off when I put them in here. So
What do you have lining this wood with? Or is it just...
it's effectively an inside-out bolt. So it's marine epoxy,
Okay.
2-part marine epoxy, inside and out. And then the inside corners are all fiberglass, matte reinforced, just to give it a little more oomph. But it's glued and screwed, and then fiberglass. Knock on wood, it's been it's been good. A little bit of rust off the rods I put in just because I felt like it needed something to support it across the middle. But
So, what's this cable system on top?
the mess. So the lights are controlled by the Apex. I pulled out the knobs and they're just Chinese black boxes, and they're actually 0 to 10 volt controlled. So a little bit of creative wiring, you can run them off the Apex. You can run 3 per Apex port basically. Any more than that, you start to have too much current draw. But it's it's all wired off a central wiring point, and then it's all on an electric lift to get it up and out of the way when I want to work in the tank. Otherwise, it's just too intrusive.
That went way quicker than I thought.
Oh,
I thought like a garage door opener is gonna be like. for 5 minutes.
This is actually it's called a garage gator.
Yeah.
It's for hanging bikes and other miscellaneous, you know, they have different attachments where you can have big platforms to put boxes on or whatever, but I looked at doing it all myself and building it from scratch, and even building it by scratch and having a hand crank, it just, the convenience of being able to slap this thing up and attach 2 wires and be done just made it well worth the extra cost.
So you have to be careful on which types of what brands of black boxes to be able to do the bolts.
But almost all the same. As far as I know, I haven't heard of any that aren't the exact same guts. even the like the SB Reef lights, exactly the same inside. It's the same pot, same dimmer, same driver. The only difference is what LEDs are in it. You can see there's a little color difference in the middle 2 to the other 4. The middle 2 have SB Reef light retrofit boards in them because I wanted to see if it made a difference. It doesn't, that I can tell. I would say the blues are a little brighter, but otherwise there's no difference in growth or anything underneath them.
Yeah, we better go. Hey, thanks for watching Cyclone Reef. Please hit the subscribe button, like our video. We'll see you next time.
We'll be right back.